Once upon a time, there was a small village surrounded by the lush greenery of the forest called Nete. This village was a home to a young beautiful girl named Nene, an orphan who had lost her parents to an illness when she was just 2 years old. Nene was taken in by her mother's younger sister. Aunt Noto was a harsh and unforgiving woman, unlike Nene's loving and caring mother. Aunt Noto has two children, a boy and a girl, but she saw Nene as someone who is not part of her family, but as a burden she cannot wait to lift off her shoulders. Nene's days were filled with endless chores, and she was often denied food and rest. Along came two village women.
Poor Nene, always working so hard.
Aunt Noto is too harsh on her, it's not right.
Every day, Nene walked from sunrise to sunset, carrying log of firewood, fetching water, and doing all the household chores, while her children sit and do nothing, only to eat and play. Despite the back-breaking work and Aunt Noto's constant scolding, Nene found comfort in the beauty of the savannah that surrounded her village. She often escaped to a nearby hill where she could watch the animals roam free and find a moment of peace. One fateful evening, after a particular harsh punishment, Nene fled to her favorite hill, tears streaming down her face as she sat there, pouring her heart out to the open sky. She noticed a magnificent lioness emerging from the tall grass. The lioness, with golden eyes that seemed to understand her agony, approached Nene slowly.
Who are you? Why do you come to me when I am so sad?
Fearful yet fascinated, Nene stayed still. Her heart seems to leave her body. The lioness lay down beside her, showing no signs of aggression. Instead, she seemed to offer silent companionship. Nene felt a strange sense of comfort and named the lioness Ijuanya, meaning marvel in Igbo language. From that day on, whenever Nene felt engulfed, she would visit Ijuanya on the hill. Their bond grew and Nene drew strength from the lioness' presence. As the seasons changed, a terrible dry spell struck the region. The rivers dried up and the crops began to wilt. The villagers of Netenze were consumed with worry, fearing for their future. The village elders gathered around the dry riverbed discussing their situation.
The river is gone. How will we survive?
We must find water soon, or our crops and livestock will die.
Nene, who her aunt usually kept at a distance, couldn't help but eavesdropped on their conversation. Her heart is filled with worries for her community. Despite the harsh treatment she suffered, she wished she could find a way to bring rain to their thirsty land. One evening, as Nene revealed her wish to help the village to Ijuanya, the lioness rose and began to walk away, pausing to look back at Nene as if urging her to follow. Fascinated and hopeful, Nene followed Ijuanya through the savannah. They walked for what like 2 hours until they reached a hidden cave.
Where are you taking me to, Ijuanya?
Inside the cave, Nene found a crystal clear pool of water, fed by an underground spring. The water radiated softly in moonlight, a hidden source of life in the midst of drought. Nene understood that this spring could save her village. The next morning, Nene returned to the village and told the elders about the hidden spring. Skeptical but desperate, the elders followed Nene to the cave and were astonished by the abundant water source. They quickly organized the villagers to dig channels and build a system to bring the water to their fields and homes.
Nene, you have saved us all.
She found the water we desperately needed. Bless her.
Thanks to Nene's discovery, the village survived the dry spell. The water from the spring rejuvenated the crops and soon the fields were green again. The villagers worked together, united by their hope and gratitude. They celebrated Nene's courage and resourcefulness, treating her with newfound respect and kindness. Even Aunt Noto, seeing the change in the villagers' attitude, melted her behavior towards Nene. One night, as Nene sat on the hill with Ijuaya, the lioness began to speak.
Nene, you have shown great bravery and compassion. You have brought hope and life back to your village. My time is here, is done, but I will always be with you in spirit.
Tearfully.
Thank you, Ijuaya. I will never forget you.
Tears filled Nene's eyes as she hugged the lioness with a final gentle snuggle. Ijuaya disappeared into the night, leaving Nene with a heart full of gratitude and strength. Nene knew that she would carry the lesson she learned from Ijuaya for the rest of her life. Years passed, and Nene grew into a wise and respected leader. She always remembered the lessons she learned from Ijuaya and continued to serve her village with courage, wisdom, and love. The story of Nene and the lioness became a cherished legend, passed down through generations. And that is how Nene, with the help of the lioness Ijuaya, saved our village and brought us all together. Under Nene's guidance, the village of Netenze thrived. The children of the village often gathered under the old big mango tree to listen to elders recount the tale of Nene and Ijuaya, a story that inspired hope and resilience. Nene's legacy lived on, reminding everyone that even in the face of adversity, love and bravery could bring about miraculous change.